Good night and welcome to another edition of Sports Monday. I am Paul Lopez. Many of our high school athletes have been in El Salvador for the past few days, competing in the 2024 CODICADER Games. Here are some stats coming out of the games. Team Belize played against Panama in its first matchup of the basketball tournament. Sadly, they fell to Panama, finishing the game with 83 points to Panama's 98 points. Our female football team from Belmopan Comprehensive High School has been dominating their tournament. On Friday, they defeated El Salvador with 6 goals to 2. They also won Saturday's match against Honduras 5 goals to 1. Today, they defeated Guatemala 3 goals to 1. The male football team from Muffles College has been having a less pleasant experience at the games. On Friday, they were demolished by El Salvador in a game that saw Belize finish with 0 goals to El Salvador's 8 goals. They suffered another defeat on Saturday at the hands of Honduras in a match that finished with Team Belize once again not realizing any goals. Honduras finished with 4 goals. In volleyball, St. Catherine's Academy defeated Honduras on Saturday 3 sets to 1. On the same day, St. John's College male volleyball team defeated Nicaragua 3 sets to 1. Both teams advanced to the semifinals as a result. On Sunday, STA faced off against Nicaragua for a spot in the finals. Unfortunately, they fell to their opponents in a hard-fought game that ended 3 sets to 2. SJC also lost in a similar fashion to Panama on Sunday, 3 sets to 2. The games will continue over the course of the next few days, with more matches ahead for Belize, including judo and track and field. From the CODICADER Games, we bring you back home to the Belize City Civic Center, this year's home of the Inter-Office Basketball League. The season is well underway. Several played matchups were held late last week into the weekend. Team Police and Team Customs led Friday night's matchups. Team Police in the black and white jersey, Customs in the gray and black jersey. Number 3 for Customs, Solace, with the layup on the fast break to put his team on the scoreboard. This was the first basket 4 minutes into the game. Team Police gets the turnover. Was that a kickball? In any event, he's alone on the other end and makes the basket. Number 6 for Police, Lino, with the hot hands from 3, puts his team at 9 points with Customs trailing. The first quarter ended with Team Police on top with 11 points. Customs had 8. Solace with an early 2 points in the second quarter for Customs. Smooth play here from Trap, Ramos and Jones to get the inside pocket for Police. On the other end, Saunders skillfully uses the screen to work his way to the rim and get past every defender to make the bucket. Top-notch ball playing right there. Customs could not afford to let Team Police extend their lead in the second quarter. They were unable to close the gap, but they worked hard enough to keep Police at an 11-point lead at the end of the half. Customs came out of the locker room after the halftime break with fire in their eyes and completely turned the game around in a decisive 23-point third quarter. Oliveira with a 3-point basket brings his team to 30 points and cuts down Police's lead to 6. Saunders with an open 3. He makes the most of that opportunity. That basket tied the game at 36 apiece. The third quarter ended with Customs in the lead with 42 points to Police's 40 points. Customs did not let up in the final quarter. They scored a total of 19 points. Saunders, Lino, and Oliveira were key players in the comeback. These players made most of the baskets. Customs won the match with 61 points. Team Police led through the entire first half, but ultimately lost with 53 points. Staying on basketball, we have also been following the 2024 William Dawson Sprite Basketball Tournament. On Saturday, we covered a match between Boulevard Ballers and defending champions Hard Rock Boys at the Yabra Green Basketball Court. The defending champions are in their signature yellow and white jersey. Boulevard Ballers are in blue and red. Justin Wade for Hard Rock with the layup. Boulevard Ballers Jacob Westby maneuvers his way to the rim for the layup, putting his team on the scoreboard 4 minutes into this one. Raheem Thornton showing off his skills on the other end. Dale Smith is left wide open and he makes them pay for that error. The first quarter finished with Boulevard Ballers on top with 10 points. Hard Rock Boys had 8 points. That 2-point lead was cut down to 1 point at the end of the first half. Boulevard Boys had 21 points. The defending champs had 20 points. Hard Rock Boys were able to hold their opponents to 8 points in the third quarter, while they managed to score 12 points and take a 3-point lead. That third quarter run was led mainly by Raheem Thornton, who scored 8 of those 12 points. The fourth quarter was the Hard Rock Boys' best quarter of the game. They scored 14 points, led by none other than Earl Bolo Johnson. A hard-fought game by Boulevard Ballers with some big-time minutes for Jacob Westby. Ultimately, Hard Rock Boys won that game. Well, folks, that's all we have for you in tonight's coverage of Sports Monday. Catch you in the next one.